Hey, I'm John Hotsfield, and I am with Premier Group of Real Brokers, and I'm bringing to you today, and would like to welcome you to my property report or market update on Bokeelia, Florida. So I'm focusing on single-family homes in Bokeelia, and that'll be anywhere from Pine Island Center here all the way up to the northern part of the island. And so right now, 66 homes on the market. We have 40 sales in the last 6 months. And I'm going to go ahead and show you all that data. But I want to summarize the market for you basically with this little drawing I did and show you that in 2022, we were in a seller's market. You put your home on the market, more than likely you were going to get more than what you asked for and have it under contract within a week. 2023, things neutralized. The whole island was in recovery. We had September 28th, 2022, one of the most devastating days ever on Pine Island. Hurricane Ian blew through, and people are still recovering. It's been a devastating time for everybody, but Pine Island's strong. We all keep going. We all help each other out, and slow but sure, we're recovering. But as we come into 2024, now you're starting to see a buyer's market. We're starting to see the inventory stack up, the demand go down, and there's a lot of factors with all of that, but it is turning into a buyer's market, and that means prices are trending actually downward so that but the sellers who need to sell can actually sell their places. So that's gives you just a snapshot of what is happening. But let me get my screen on here so I can show you a little bit more. Okay, so what I've got on here right now is I'm going to go to a market update that I did through my MLS. I plugged in all the numbers put into Bokeelia for a market update, and we're looking at trends here. And right now, it summarizes our market to have 9 months of inventory on the market. And you can see the list of sold price. The lower this number goes means that the seller puts her home on the market for a certain price, but is taking less than in their sale. So right now it's trending at 92%. You can see that's down almost 5% month over month. So it is trending down. It kind of makes sense too, because we're coming out of our snowbird season where we are the most populated we are for the whole season. And then, so a lot of our buyers, a lot of people are gone back north. And so the market does go down just in itself each year seasonally. So what this shows is we've gone from a seller's market to a balanced market to a buyer's market. And that backs up what I was showing you earlier on that graph that I did on the whiteboard. Um, if you look at estimated property values, you can see this goes all the way back to '08 when we had the last crash. And you can see the values have gone up steadily all the way up through here till 2024, but they are starting to trend down again. And you can see the dip there. They came up for the snowbird season, but now they'll be trending down again. We don't know how far down that will go. And then as we go to new listings, you can see back in 2022, about 3 years back, we come all the way up. This was Hurricane Ian, so you can see the dramatic drop down, and then we come back up, and then we're over to 2024. Let's take a look at what is on the market right now. These are all the homes on the market. There's 66 total. And if you look at the results, we go from 258,000 list price all the way up to $3.15 million. So total of 66 homes on the market. And the one thing that I want you to look at over here where it says days on market, DOM, and that's showing those numbers are starting to stack up. They're getting, more and more because they're sitting on the market more. There's more price reductions. They're trying to bring the price down so they can sell. But you'll see this right now has been trending upwards, whereas if you looked at it back in 2022, those numbers were far lower. Let's take a look at sales on, and again, single family homes. I went back 6 months in Bokeelia only, and you can see the homes that have sold in the last 6 months. And the results, I'm going to bring this graph over so you can see a little bit more there. But the list price, 2.25 is what this one sold for. We have 40 sales total, all the way down to 189,000 list price. Now, what did they sell for? 189,000 list price, sold for 157. $235,000 list price, sold for 199. Those are both March sales. An April sale here, 235,000 list price, sold for 215. So we're seeing that consistently right now. Sales are less than what people are asking. Of course, people are sellers always want to try to get the most they can for their home, but they also have to keep in mind where the market is doing right now. The one interesting thing is these 3 homes here that sold for over $1 million sat on the market a very short time, and they got what they were asking for. So that I found that interesting. But and then all these mid-luxury homes, these are what I call mid-luxury because they have not only the home, but they have waterfront, they have access to the Gulf, or they have a pool, or they have both. And so you'll see that mid-luxury range. And a lot of these are trending downwards. This one here, 945,000 asking price. Yeah, in 2022, that might have worked, but in 2024, March 27th, it sold $800,000. So that's more what we're seeing. It kind of backs up what we were talking about earlier. So, and we also have currently 37 homes have been recently had their listing contracts terminated, or they were pulled off the market, one way or the other. So these are just sellers that are saying, things aren't trending our way. We're on the market a long time. We're not getting a lot of activity. We're just going to wait. So they're pulling their homes off the market right now, especially as we come into the snowbirds leaving and that seasonal downturn in our activity on the island. So the other thing that is interesting, and I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen here, but I have what's called an absorption calculator. So I went through, put the statistics into it for Bokeelia, and out of the 66 listings, we had 1 sale last week, 2 sales the week before, 3 sales the week before that, an average of 2 sales per week, and that averages 8 per month. You calculate that into the 66. We've got 9 months of inventory on the market, according to the absorption calculator for the housing. So again, that backs up the report I shared with you earlier. So I want to encourage you, work with a local real estate agent. We live here, we know the island, and we also turn all of our dollars back into the island. We volunteer for local community different things. I'm involved with FISH, which if you're not familiar with FISH, FISH, Fellow Islanders Sharing Help, and deliver medical supplies and food to people who can't drive or get them to their appointments. It's a wonderful organization if you want to get involved with it. I'm also involved with the Elks Lodge, local Pine Island Elks Lodge, and just recently was installed as the Exalted Ruler. And we are building a whole new building because of Hurricane Ian destroying our building. So we're working through that process to get the Elks Lodge up and going. My wife's involved with the Matlacha Hookers, as in that's a fishing term. And but they're one of the best community organizations I've ever seen, and they're continually raising money and helping people on the island. So we local realtors are involved in the island. I encourage you, hire a local realtor if you're selling or if you're buying, and you're going to get a local perspective of people who know your area where you live. I want to encourage you, if you're looking to get a value for your home, you can take this QR code that I have on my postcard and just scan that, and then that'll give you a recent updated value for your home. And keep in mind that if it will give me your name, your email, and your phone number, and then you can move on in the process to get the value. And that allows me to consult with you. I can follow up, call you, or email you, or get in touch with you, and I can give you a free consultation on your home for getting it ready for sale. Or if you're a buyer and you're looking for different homes and want to put in different addresses, you can get a good idea of what the prices are, and then I can navigate you through that process. The other thing I wanted to show you, and it'll require me sharing my screen again, is there we go. Is what is happening overall. I pulled this data from Real Mortgage, which is a cousin of Real Brokerage where I work, and Abiel Sanchez put this together for us, and he put this out yesterday, so it's very recent. And 24% of homes more on the market. So we have more inventory for people, which is good, more selection for people. But the downside for the buyers and for all of us really is the consumer price index. Inflation continues to rise. It's been rising significantly for quite some time, makes it tougher for all of us to pay the bills. And the second thing is mortgage rates. Back up again, 7.37%. So it really puts the kibosh on the enthusiasm for buyers. So that's why, if you will look to hire a local real estate agent like myself, I can navigate you through these different challenges and meet your needs, whether you're a seller or a buyer. I encourage you to get in touch with me. Once again, John Hotsfield, and that's my phone number, my email. And if you want to get onto my website, you just go to that right there and you can get onto my website. Take a look around and see if I can help you in any way. So other than that, I hope you are having a great day. That's my report for Bokeelia, Florida, for April 17th, 2024, and a market report on single family homes as in the real estate world. Have a great day and God bless.